Welcome out with the Finn, as I participate a 3-day winter survival course held here in snowy Finland. We'll sleep in snow shelters, fish under the ice using nets and make fire in snow while training for worst case survival scenarios. This isn't a demo, it's real winter, real cold and real pressure. Let's get into it. I'm soon at the cabin where this whole thing will take place. I attended Petteri's summer survival course, so I'm really hyped off this thing. Let's see how it goes.
Tehdään yksi iso, about noin korkea lumikasa. Mä teen tähän nyt itselleni jäljen.
Let's build ourselves a snow shelter.
Toi on melkein 3 tulee sitten ulkona.
No niin, enemmän. Te tulitte nyt
ihminen hukkuu kaksikin.
Look how much snow. That's at least like 7-8 meters of snow all around that we have collected to this pile. But we still need a lot of snow. I think we're finally getting there.
Buksilla pystyy ylettää tonne päällekin aika hyvin.
Next up we will put these sticks through the snow so that once we carve inside there tomorrow when it's frozen we won't dig too deep.
Okay.
We will leave it there to freeze overnight. Tomorrow we can carve in and sleep the night there. Right, so I brought the lightest, smallest tarp I have myself. This is the first time I'm using it and it's so small. Some people there are making shelters to the forest. The cabin is full. Oh, these ultralight pegs are the worst. I tried to strike it down on the frozen ground and it just bent like this. Thankfully I have extra pegs.
Mulla oli tossa noita
Oikeesti?
Joo.
This is probably the worst shelter I've done for a while, and partially just because how hard it was to set up. The ground is so frozen and I broke so many pegs and the top is ridiculously small. Let's just see if it survives through the night. Now that was a challenge to get in here. I mean, look, I'm in this kind of tunnel, small space. Hopefully tomorrow we'll learn some new survival stuff and let's see if we can even get a sleeping spot in those snow shelters. Because the thing is that we made it for 8 people and there are 12 participants. So we'll see who gets to sleep there. Good night. Well, good morning. Let's go see what we have to learn today.
Ei tarvi olla välttämättä tässä rinteinen alue vaan ja varsinkin jos näkyvyys on kelinkin puolesta. Tässä on tää alakoukku, eli tämä. Nyt sitten kun hauki tulee tosta noin, niin naps.
Oh wow, look at that. Wait, what happened here? That's the one the other group built yesterday. But that's what we did. And it's completely surrounded with water and it probably sunk through the ice a bit. That thing was the same size as that one. Oh wow. Thankfully that didn't happen when we were there yesterday. What we believe happened here is probably it cracked from the middle. It sucked all the water in and it got so heavy that it just went through the ice. Didn't quite expect that.
Tarkoitus on mennä siis ensin tonne keskelle, sen jälkeen lähdetään laajentaa joka suuntaan sieltä.
And meanwhile the others are digging, we are going to set the nets under the ice.
hommaa.
Joo. Onks tää vaan? Jos täältä nostaa takas.
Se saa mennä sinne.
8, 10, 36.
3, 4, 3.
Tää on nyt jään alla ja me vedetään tästä narusta, niin toi piikki tarttuu jään alapintaan. Ja sit kun me päästetään narusta, niin se ponkasee eteenpäin. Vaikka tämä.
No nyt tää.
On tästä vielä köyhemmän miehen versio.
Siis mentiin peltoon jo.
Tuolla merkitystä.
And we can hear where the boar is going under the ice.
Tässä.
Joo.
Joo, mäkin vierestä.
So we can follow where it goes and pick it up. So the board is currently around here, 30 meters away from the initial hole. Let's go check how the snow castle is working out.
Tää tällä lailla onnistuu. Antaa paino.
Se on automaattinen liittyvä.
But now we're headed for lunch break.
Yksilöllisyyttä ja sellaista, että mitä järkeä tässä. Ymmärrystä myös siihen, että miksi me käyttäydytään. Vähemmän ulos, miten päin, hiilidioksidi, happi, tämmöiset suhteet.
Täytyy nynnillä.
Let's pick up the board underneath the ice that holds the string. Then we can pull the net underneath the ice using the string.
Vois olettaa, että se naru menee tuolla.
Varo sitä. Totsi.
Sen takia me tehtiin tonne tommonen reikä. Me voidaan turvallisin mieli hakata tää auki aina kun tarvii ja sitten me voidaan tällä noukkia se. Noin se lähtee menemään sinne. Nyt jos on ylimääräisiä käsiä. Oho. Noin. Tää läpi. Ja nyt tää koko systeemi naps ja
Now the net is underneath the ice, so we just need to put some kind of marks there so nobody ice fishing or skiing or wandering around on the ice will go through there if they don't see the hole. Huomaa myös, että aika jäästä. No ja ehkä vähän loskaa siihen. And now we have walked these holes so it's safe for other travelers here on the ice. And this is actually really nice to learn because I've known how this is done, but I've never actually done it myself. So this is a really nice skill to have, and I could probably try doing this at our summer cottage during the winter sometimes. This is actually really cozy.
Mä toivotin, että se on parempi näin. Niin, no si...
Ai kun se osui sieltä vaan kuulosti. Ei varmaan viitti muuta kuin ehkä tänne. En mä just silleen. These are the sticks we poke through the wall just to indicate us where we can dig. Siitä niinku...
kun lunta nyt sataa, niin me pystytään tällä nuohoamaan tätä, jos se menee umpeen.
Joo.
Niin se jää tohon sen takia. Sama idea.
What a difference here. It was so nice and warm inside. So the candle there is just indicating that there is enough oxygen. And now this is the next part that looks so scary. We will jump in there with skis on.
Jos joutuu heikoille jäille, vaan te joudutte taistelemaan henkenne edestä mahdollisesti jopa 10 metrejä, kun se jää pettää joka kerta teidän alta, kun te yritätte nousta siihen. Sauvoilla tullaan niinku hylje sieltä voimakkaiden potkujen seurauksena.
We are going to learn how to find firewood in a wet and snowy forest.
Kamaa, tääkin on varmaan ihan hyvä. Jos jaksaa tän irrottaa täältä, tää on hyvä. Nää lähtee täältä ihan näin. Puukon kärjellä voi ottaa tätä tuohta täältä. Elävä, tuore tuohipalaa. Siinä on betuliinia. muun muassa, mikä on palava eteerinen öljy. Noin. Tässä on tulukset. Näillä tehtiin tulet ennen vanhaa. Tää oli joka kodin sytytysmenetelmä ennen kuin tulitikut yleistyi. Tähän keskelle tätä. Noin.
For me, igniting a dry piece of birch bark is really a thing that I know well. But I want to try this with the piece that I cut from the birch. So this is fresh birch bark, and it is much more difficult to get fresh birch bark to ignite than a dry one. Oh, there we go.
On edes jotakin. Jalkapallo pohjaa.
Now for a quick dinner, and then we'll jump in the water. I got these brand new skis from KSF, NATO skis. The sponsor sent these to me. I won't go deeply into these skis. I'll tell you more about them on a later video. But let's see how they perform when you go swimming. And of course I don't have anything to fill my backpack with, so I'm just gonna fill it with firewood. And we are allowed to take this dry bark as long as it goes in the water with us. That's because we don't want to harm that many birch trees around here.
Antaa kassi.
Joo.
Hyvä pili. Voi. Ei oo pohjaa.
Loistavaa! Hyvin pyöritty. Oho!
Oh wow, all of them went in, and it was ridiculous how peaceful everyone were and how easily everyone got out of there. In a real situation, the ice would break constantly and you have to go long distances before you get on top of the ice. But this is just practice.
Hyvin kerätä siinä ja onneksi ei oo.
Muuten saunaan lisää puita.
Se vie vähän laitetaan.
Nyt ruokikaa sitä.
Kaikki.
Kaikki tuohet kyllä. Nyt niitä voi iskeä sinne jo. Näette, että liekki tulee läpi, niin
Voiko nyt alkaa?
kaikki vai?
Vaiheessa nostaa ne.
Ja kannattaa sit olla mukana.
Niin.
Saa niinku värit vaihdettua.
Women survived so well, and it didn't take actually that long for them to get the fire going. And for this one I'll leave the microphone off, so sorry if the audio quality is worse. Alright guys, let's go for it. I got basically everything that I would regularly have on if I went for a ski hike. I got a mesh base layer, then I have my regular wool shirt and a rain jacket and rain pants on. Also I have a backpack on which is filled with firewood, just because I didn't have any items to actually put in there. But let's go for it. Oh. Okay, it's my turn. I'll be the last one. Wish me luck, guys.
Noniin. Vallisuus. Noniin, nyt sä oot jo reunalla.
Otanko noin muut?
Oh boy, that was cold. It was so freaking difficult to swim with skis on. But as I'm the last one, others probably have already at least collected some firewood. So now we just need to get the fire going.
Hyvä.
had to rotate in snow because that will drain some of the water off and also insulate me.
Ei oo.
I think that the wool shirt that I have on is warming me up so much. Otherwise I'm really cold, but my chest is so warm.
Polttopuuta meillä ei oikein oo.
Että se kerkee sieltä takasta.
Perus selviytymistä. Se kun pistetään palamaan. Se mikä ei palannut. Jätkät siinä.
Tekee.
Joo. Ei uskoisi mäkin poltaa tupakkia.
Jos mä juhlisin.
We got the fire going. Now we just need to get it burning with really big flames.
Kun ne vaan sattuis kuvaa ja poltetaanko kaamoa.
Oli välissä vaan. We are just soaking wet.
Ne kalvot silläkin syksyllä jokeen, niin sain kyllä
Varmaan vaan, että ne ei palakaan. Osa olemaan
Kato,
pois
nyt
pelistä silleen.
Kyllä.
Tähän viereen.
Ihan turvallisen näköisenä ja kuivana se jää.
Päästä mulla kesti hetken aikaa kääntyy ympäri siinä kun suksien kanssa siellä. Alright guys, we survived from that, so it's time to go into the sauna. My upper body is mostly dry, or it feels dry. I'm like so amazed how warm the wool shirt combined with the mesh base layer really is. It is so weird, but it would take a lot of time to get like socks dry and feet dry. But what a crazy experience.
Kammit. Mut ei tänä ikäisiä ukkoja, jos ne kotoa haetaan.
Alright, let's go make a snow shelter on the ice. Similarly to yesterday, I will use these poles to make the shelter, but this time I will make it so that it opens this way. The wind is blowing from that direction and I will try to block it with snow. Alrighty, people are getting into the snow shelter, so let's go check how cozy that place is. Sinne mahtuu 3 ihan vallan mainiosti. Ei muuta kuin hyvää yötä. So there are 3 people sleeping there, one right here, and I have my shelter a few meters back. I just got my cozy little shelter done, completely covered with snow on all directions except for the door part. I got the roof attached there and a little breathing vent from there, but it's so close to ground that I won't be using the bed. I will just put my sleeping mattresses on top of the ice and hope they insulate me well enough. Oh shoot, the roof's not holding, so let's hope that it doesn't snow too badly during the night. But this is interesting, this is really nice little shelter. Let's see what we have left for tomorrow. See you guys in the morning. Good night. Well, good morning. I actually slept relatively well in this place. It was nice and warm.
Aurinkoa ei näy, mutta kuvitellaan, että meillä on aurinko vaikka tuolla noin, niin me nähdään paremmin taivaan kappale. Ainoastaan yksi tähti on aina samassa kohtaa.
Let's go take down our shelters and check if we have any fish.
Oho.
Kyllä se kestää.
Aika kestää.
Mutta ei varmaan niinku menis, jos olisi pakkasta.
We're breaking it down so that local kids around here don't go in there and it collapses. And let's hope we have fish.
Tän tonne. Ei saa pudota. Välttämättä tarvii olla niitä pampuloita. Kalahommia on sitten selviytyminen luonnossa. Oli semmosessa pahvilaatikossa.
No fish this time, but like said, we set the net in a place where it was safe to put and easy to practice, instead of actually like thinking of a perfect spot where you could get fish.
Kommentti. Is there any more people?
Pääseekö se apu tänne asti?
Apu!
Tehdään oikein välikoa.
Mission success. We got to rescue the hypothermic patient. But what a crazy weekend. Learning a bunch of new skills. Final exercise, boiling water from snow. I've done this a lot, but what was new for me is that snow doesn't have any minerals in it. So if you drink that for longer periods of time, you should add salt or electrolytes or something to it.
Olit ilmeisesti useimmista putauksista ottanut.
Ja sitten just veden puhdistushan.
So this is the guy Petteri, and if any one of you got interested of these courses, unfortunately they are in Finnish only, but I let Petteri to tell you more about his stuff.
Tervetuloa mielenkiintoisen kontentin pariin. Täällä me yhdistellään eräperinnettä ja ulkoilun turvallisuustaitoja. Tää on selviytyminen luonnossa talvella koulutus, viikonloppu täällä Jyväskylässä, ja näitä järjestetään aina talvisi. Tervetuloa mukaan.
Oh, well, this was a crazy weekend. Definitely learned a lot of winter survival skills. The ice exercise was the main thing for me. It really was nice to know that if I sink through ice, I go to the forest, I get the fire going. I'm not even in that big of a hurry, because your body movement, your body heat will keep you warm for quite some time. It was also really nice to sleep in that snow shelter. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and remember to subscribe so you won't miss my upcoming videos. I upload a new video every single Saturday. But otherwise, thank you for watching and see you on our next adventure.